Today we're here at the Alt Jackson project to show you guys the protected wall assembly, so follow me.
Hi, my name is Armin Memorian. I'm a principal at Urban Arts Architecture, a firm in Vancouver, British Columbia, and I am excited to be able to speak about a project that I'm working on with the Aboriginal Land Trust, Alt Jackson, which is just located in the city's downtown east side, a building that is a residential rental building with 172 units, suites ranging from studios to 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. And we have been working with Soprema on the deployment and use of a protected assembly, one of the first applications in the city, provide layer of fire protection for our wall assemblies that are directly adjacent to neighboring buildings, as well as providing exceptional thermal performance to meet the energy targets that we are required to hit for the city of Vancouver for the development of this building, as well as really wonderful ability to reduce the thickness of our assemblies while meeting the fire performance and thermal performance targets as well. So I think a really good criteria for selecting this type of protected wall assembly is actually there's I think 3 good reasons for it. First being just the superior fire performance that does prevent the transfer of fire from our project to neighboring properties, where we do have 2 buildings that are in close contact with our project. Second of all, superior building envelope performance, where we do need to hit specific energy targets that are required by the city of Vancouver for new construction. And then thirdly, and because real estate and especially residential spaces are at a premium in the city, most cities in Canada and throughout North America, it does allow for a thinner wall assembly while meeting the fire protection and thermal performance requirements. So we are able to achieve some not insignificant space savings and increasing our unit areas, which is in this context quite important.
Hi, my name is Simon Wong. I am a building envelope consultant at Stantec. So what's great about a hybrid assembly is that you start to really make sure that your materials are fit for purpose. So you got the high thermal value of this ISO material right up against the building with the fire performance and thermal qualities of the mineral wool. And then you have the ACS, thermally broken clip that allows for really fast integrated installation of that base insulation material and the clip system, which will eventually hold your cladding. So you get all these great details. It thins out the assembly overall. Furthermore, it helps out, every other detail you got in the building, your windows, your corners, your parapets. Because the assembly is thinner overall for that same high performance, you get a lot of benefits gains.
Hi, my name is Payan Baman. I'm the technical representative for Soprema, British Columbia. The construction is well underway. Let's go check out the protected assembly on site. So we're going to talk about this assembly here. We have our air and vapor barrier on the exterior. We've used our ACS thermal clips with the use of Sopra ISO VLU. This is a polyiso insulation that helps reduce the thickness of the wall. In this assembly, we're using the insulation at 3 inches, and we're adding a 2 inches extra mineral wool to get the S134 fire rated testings for this specific project. I got involved personally on this Alt Jackson project 2020, 2021 with Urban Arts Architecture, trying to come up with different strategies on the envelope size, specifically the walls and the insulation and the cladding. Because they required a higher effective R value, they brought us in. We discussed the protected assembly, meaning a combination of polyiso and mineral wool with our ACS clip to give them that high effective R value. Original design was 7 inches of insulation with a thermally broken clip, but with the help of the team, we managed to reduce the thickness to 3 inches of polyiso and 2 inches of mineral wool with the ACS clip, thus having a 2-inch savings of insulation alone, still meeting the effective R values. I'm going to talk about the products used on this project, specifically the wall products that are all made in Canada. That includes the ACS thermal clip, that includes the air and vapor barrier membrane, SopraSeal Stick 1100, as well as the SopraIso VLU, all made in Canada by Canadians. So please support your local. I would like to thank the design team as well as the construction team, Aboriginal Land Trust, Urban Arts Architecture, Stantec, ITC Construction, and Midland Installation. If there are projects that the protected assembly might be a good fit for, please don't hesitate to reach out to your local Soprema representative, as we're more than glad to help. Thank you.